Welcome to the Pixelberry Choices podcast, and I just finished Wake the Dead chapter 16, and just mean I by just I mean just. So let me just process what just happened. What? I mean, amazing. So this week we got the confirmation that it's a standalone, and now when I'm at chapter 16 and this stuff happened, now I can't process that. How the hell are they gonna wrap the book up within three chapters? Because oh my god, this was such a turn of event. But without further ado, let's dive right into what happened. So we go to this city of Reno to find out May and other members of our colony who were taken away by this new zombie species called Siren. And we, with alongside with our four love interests, are here, and we have found sort of a pit there. So on the street, like what we called the zombie hive. So if we go inside the zombie hive, we will find our survivors there. That's our primary belief. But if you remember Shannon's theory from last chapter, she said this is probably where all the mutations happen and all the new zombies come from, and probably this is the place, the hive where they're hibernating. So we go inside and we see it's a pretty much dark place. But as we go inside, creep inside, and the places, there is smell. There is just not just zombie smell, but flesh smell, and we're stepping on things like dead people's bones and other stuff. So it's really a gross place. Troy will be so much annoyed throughout this chapter. We'll get to see that, and then what we'll have, we will see some light. So we're going deep. So as deep we're going, we're seeing lights, and just not that, veins which are orange in color and they're glowing, pulsating. They're sort of, this is a weird thing we have never seen, and then Shannon sort of is the one with more knowledge. She will tell us information that metamorphosis and all this stuff could be happening here. And this is a place where stuff happens. And then we see a lot of tunnels, so we can go through one tunnel, and we will see there's a dead end, and there's a soldier lying from undermount. So that would be something. But in this diamond scene, it's a diamond option at a scene. We can acquire the helmet it was wearing. So soldier was dead, but the helmet could be a good asset to us. So we'll be also wearing a helmet. And after wearing the helmet, our main character sprite, looks like we're some sort of a gladiator, like a zombie gladiator. I don't know what we'll be called, but it looks amazing, like a total soldier type we look. Not a soldier zombie, but you get the idea. Alright, then we keep moving and we come to the checkpoint, and now we need to choose like what tunnel should we go to. So we will decide on this thing that we're gonna follow the light. So from the dead end, we saw that as we went deeper, the light sort of vanished. So we're gonna go through that tunnel where the light grows. The light grows, not fades away. So we do that, and it sort of go inside and inside, and then we start to see the hellish view. It's like what they call the zombie hive. Like there are gaping holes, goo like, like the jelly like something dripping, something liquid. And as Shannon says, it's probably an excretion, but we don't know what excretion is this from what. We don't know that. But then we see a soldier approaching us, so we will be able to hide inside one of this hollow gaps, and all of our love interests will secure a gap for themselves, but we will need to choose a gap. So there will be some knives on that gap. So if we took the helmet, then it would protect our head, or the vest from sledge. If you took that, you can also with that keep yourself safe. Otherwise you'll have to go inside a sticky thingy, and I think that's kind of a down point for you. So you will avert this problem, and then you will keep on moving, and then we'll also see that there is, in that one of the gaping hollows, there's a zombie. So we theorize that this is probably where the zombies get transformed. But there is a zombie that has more skin on it than any other normal zombies, and there is a diary sticking to its pocket. So we can read that log, the transformation, how that happened. So in a diamond scene, so we'll collect another lore. So we will read the entries, and we'll see how this was a normal guy, you know, on the job of patrolling alongside with his, you know, friends and lover, and then how he got beaten one day on his job, and then he started transforming, and his hunger grew and grew. At first, killing dead rabbits and attacking friends and getting violent, scratching that sore place where he was bitten, and then sort of forgetting what happening. And the last entry was there was blood on his shirt and on his body, and his friends didn't know. He didn't see his friends, and he feared that he's getting lost. Like it's not his body anymore, and he thought that if he had killed Lily, I believe, the one who seemed like this person's lover, but that's where the diary entry ends, and we learn some stuff about that. And Shannon is also saying that if we can collect some of the samples from here, we can learn a lot about how the zombie whole this hibernation works, and we can basically make those work against the zombie surge in the solstice. And then we keep moving even inside, and when you go to the main, where a lot of pods were lying there, covered in those gooey sticky things, and the orange things veins were even pulsating more in this place, and we saw it's like a zombie is inside every pod. So it's like like they're waiting for those pods to crack and come out and something to happen. So we see all the zombies, and Angel will tell us to poke one of the pods. We'll do that, and then we'll attract one scout, I believe, and then we'll have to hide and take it out, or wait it out. So if you have the vest and some other equipment from the diamond choices, then it will be easier for you, and the kill score will go up. Then what happens is we observe these. So we see in each of the pods there is not a single zombie. One looks like a soldier, the other one looks like a siren, and then something in another one that we don't know what is yet. So this is Shannon's theories coming true here. Like this is the place, the zombie hive, where all the zombies are being transformed or created in a way. So you have to be aware of this, and then in a dimension we can collect the samples from the zombies, and so we will be divided into two teams. Angel and Shannon, they will just watch this whole place and collect their own information, and meanwhile we'll have to collect samples from the zombies. So we'll collect the blood sample, a little bit of skin, and that thingy, that gooey liquid, or whatever that thing is. It's not complete liquid, like a jello like thingy. So we will, in this diamond scene, will have the option to flirt with Ellie and Troy. Last chapter it was Shannon and Angel, and this chapter it's Ellie and Troy. So very subtle options here, and we'll see Troy getting annoyed a lot, because all these things are getting on his cloth, and he's not really happy doing it. And then he tries to just annoy Ellie a little bit with his joke, because Ellie was prepared with a syringe. So, but it's not too funny at this moment, because they also understand the gravity of the situation. Anything can happen from here. We don't know if we're going to get back to our colony again, or if we're going to lose someone. After this scene, we wander a little further, and then we see there's a pit, and down below there is someone curled up and crying, and that's May. So we jump down, we go to May, and we have finally recovered May. So May is definitely shocked and relieved to see our main character, and then they hug us tightly, and they're definitely afraid, and they say that all the other survivors, they're gone. They're eaten up by someone, and that lady is coming to eat her now. But then we can console her that nothing's going to happen to her, we're going to protect her. And then boom, a new zombie appears in front of us. And first, when you see the zombie, it looks like a humanoid in a form. Like it's less, like, how do I put it? Like it's less 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 zombie-like compared to the other zombies we have seen so far. Like less rotten skin and stuff. So it has less rotten skin and stuff, but it has like claws, and so it's a different kind of zombie. So at first you think it's thinking, then Ellie says, "How can a zombie think?" And then Ellie was doubting a zombie thinking. I mean, he never thought that a zombie would talk, let alone think. So he didn't think that a zombie can think, let alone talk. So then the zombie says deciding, and that shocks us all. We say deciding what? And then they say whether to eat us right now or just to play with us a little bit before eating. So that's it. So then we sort of interact with it and we get to learn that it's a queen zombie. And again, Shannon's theories are coming true. So basically what it tells us that the queen zombie, and then we see like it touching the pods, and the pods are so creatures coming out of the pod, and every time it's using some different secretion from the herself. And a green one created, I think, a soldier, and a different one created a different one. So she's the one who's actually doing it. We don't know how the queen was created. She says something like a human can create a queen, but queen can be sometimes too powerful that it can't be controlled. And also, the queen says that any species on this earth, their target is to multiply and just increase the number of their species. So that's what they're doing. And coming, come this long time, when the solstice time, they're gonna need someone. So she's gonna need someone again, another queen, say, who is going to help her multiply the zombie species. We try to do some diplomacy that what if we just work together, we can come to some negotiation points, but she says wolves don't negotiate with sheeps. Either you become one of us or you die. So basically that's also becoming one of them. So this is pretty much something that shakes us. We were pretty shaken up by this, because we never thought a zombie can talk, and this seems like lethal. Like, I still don't have a pretty clear idea how this queen was particularly created, but she says every colony or every hive has a queen, so this is not just a single queen. Like, there are more queens there. We come to the conclusion, and then Ellie sort of creeps back, so signaling us that we need to get away from here. But the queen then calls our name, our main character's name, and then says, "Wow, so there's something similar about you. That's why it seems so familiar." Like they mentioned someone when they were crying. They're mentioning your name, and it was hard to get them and catch them. They tried to flee a lot of times. And then she opens up another pod, and another creature comes out. The newborn queen, she mentions, and the face are like, we were not able to move, we're not able to talk, and our heart drops at the view. It was none other than our sister Brian. And wow, we're shocked. We are just speechless here at this point, and that's where the chapter ends. So then the chapter summary, we come to Reno, we find the zombie hive, and then we see the tunnel, we follow the light. But before that, we also meet the dead soldier from Iron Mount. We can collect his helmet, and then we go deep inside. We can collect a lore journal about how the outbreak, how the infected actually turn, their own diary. And then we also collect some samples from the zombies in the pods. And then we meet the queen zombie that can actually talk, a new zombie. We never knew before that a zombie can talk. And then we see what's probably the biggest plot twist in this book. Our sister, we thought was dead, we thought would never see, Again, we see her, but in a form that we never wanted to see her. She is a zombie. And not just any zombie, she is the newborn Queen Zombie. And she, doesn't seem to recognize us or anything, or even talk, because she just lets out a guttural sound when she sees us, or when she was let out of that, she got out of that pod. She just lets out a guttural sound, like a hiss, like normal zombie. So what will happen in the aftermath of this? That will be exciting. And remember, 3 chapters to go. 3 more chapters to go. VIP folks have already read the finale, but 3 more chapters. I don't know how they're gonna wrap it up. Truth to be told, but I'm waiting for it with bated heart. Let's see what happens. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, peace out.